Game worldwide. This is the second of 3 games on the day here in Ottawa. 16 games will be played total in the week. This is number 12 of the 16. Referees are ready, the players are ready, and here we go. USA's setter Micah Christensen, the captain, sends the ball into play at Lepke. Here comes the first swing. It's dug up by Shoji. Russell with a nice little touch, and there's a giant hole on the Canadian side.
Good change of pace there from Aaron Russell. His first swing of the match comes with a little off-speed roll shot over the block and catches Canada's defense by surprise.
So first break point of the match goes to USA. Here's Micah Christensen. Not too many of those for him in the tournament in terms of service errors, but there's one. Canada's second leading scorer in the tournament is Eric Lepke with 88 points. He's got the ball in his hands now. He's coming off a pretty big game the other day over Cuba and then Argentina. Big block by McCarthy, shutting the door.
Well, that's a nice start for Canada's block and defense, like Claire and I spoke about prior to the match. Look at that good read, double block on the big attack to shut it down.
Here's Lepke again. Big cannon of a serve, but a nice pass by USA. Anderson hammers it, dug by Louis. Back row swing, Lepke.
Now back-to-back break points now for Canada. Off to a solid start. Wide open swing for Eric Lepke out of the back row.
Interesting, both teams have already got into the break point category. Here we are, 3-1 Canada. Early stages, opening set, best 3 out of 5. Here's Anderson, the Buffalo Bills season ticket holder out of West Seneca, New York.
Fun fact about Matt Anderson.
He told me that at breakfast the other day.
Lifelong Bills fan. And a pretty decent outside hitter and opposite attacker for Team USA.
Pretty decent is right, Matt. Imagine having a guy on your team who's world class at both positions. And that doesn't miss by much from Aaron Russell, but it just misses.
Well, it's important that Team USA finds their rhythm at the end line as this match goes along. You can't give away too many points here.
Here is Finn McCarthy, the 24-year-old who played in Prague last year, will play in Poland this year. How about Max Holt? He had the day off yesterday, and he hammers that one home.
Yeah, Max is going to be fresh for this match. Didn't play yesterday, wasn't even on the roster. He watched from the stands and gets up high and early for that first point.
So now he will put the ball in play. Out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Fans showing their feelings as Max Holt puts a little too much gusto on that one. One of the 3 Canadians who played at Vero Volley Monza in the Italian league last year is Arthur Swartz. Here comes his first serve of the match. Really nice pass from Jetski. And then the hammer from Anderson from this side.
Well, Canada doing a good job getting their hands on the Anderson attack. He hasn't gone clean past the block. This time he just goes up high to score.
One of the 3 Penn State Nittany Lions in the starting lineup for USA today. How about that attack through the middle? Pearson Ishenko's first chance all week.
I like both teams activating their middle attackers early and often here in set number 1.
Here comes Stephen Marr. Leads Canada with 10 aces on the week. Jetski, and he just unloads from the left side. And Matt, he just had a dynamite game yesterday with 19 points against Serbia.
Yeah, he really did, and hopefully we'll see him continue to stay in that rhythm that he had last time around today as well. Thomas Jetski, a very experienced player for Team USA.
Now he's getting ready to serve. Does he go at Marr? He tries to, but he misses the corner by 14.7 millimeters. No, he just missed it.
Yeah, but that's already 4 service errors for the United States. At this early stage, only made Canada earn 3 points so far out of their 7.
Here's Pearson-Ashenko. Floats it at Shoji. Anderson takes something off it. Middle attack covered by Ashenko. Marr does the setting. Lepke does the tipping. Sent over by Canada. And Christensen says this rally needs to end right now.
How about the left-handed swing from Micah Christensen, showing his ambidextrous prowess at the net as a setter. Wasn't the cleanest swing, but effective nonetheless, Rob.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Because if you see him up there, you're thinking he's not going to swing at this. He's on the wrong side of the ball. Here's Taylor Abro. Here's Lepke. Oh, great retrieve by Jetski. And then Anderson. Oh, it's a kick play. Abro's going to bump set it for Jetski. And he tries to make something out of nothing and almost does.
Well, that point will go to Canada, but the Americans scrambling. Here's the cover. See 3 guys going for it, and you don't want to set your back row player on the counterattack. Want to get that ball up in front.
Here's Canada's setter, Luke Kerr. Oh, did that go off Russell? It did.
Got to give credit to the setter here. Luke Kerr going to the corner. Russell just unsure if it was going to be in or out.
This time Russell does a really good job handling it. Anderson with the swing. McCarthy got on that one. That was messy, but they got it. And then Lepke thinks that he has tooled this one off the block. And it's point Canada.
The Americans want 4 contacts called against Canada, but I don't think they put the horn in or the request soon enough. Even David Smith is now up at the ref stand, and he better be careful. He's not allowed to go that close.
Hey, please, come out, come.
Well, John Sprouse, the head coach of Team USA, David Smith is today the backup middle blocker.
So they're going to request a challenge on the block touch to show, hopefully for the Americans, that Max Holt did not touch the ball, which would then be 4 contacts called against
The
Canada.
block touch in the last section?
From earlier in the sequence.
In the middle of the rally.
It's when the number 30.
In the middle, in the middle of the rally.
Well, this could be a significant turn, one way or the other. Canada riding the wave of the support from the home crowd right now to a 10-6 lead, but we'll wait and see.
I don't know if the officials are going to allow the United States to challenge because it didn't come in soon enough. That's what the extended conversation is talking about.
Luke Kerr is the Canadian setter and will be the Canadian server if they are the ones who keep the point.
Until the last touch. No. Okay, do your job, I'll do my job. You do your job.
So Rob, here's what happened. The officials denied, and you can see there in the replay, Max Holt did not touch that ball. It was McCarthy. So that was too many touches on the side of Canada. However, the Americans didn't request a challenge soon enough.
Right. Yeah, it came down and it was like McCarthy kind of hit it twice almost. All right, it is 10-6 Canada. Play resumes. Shoji sprawls to play that, and it's point Canada. Their lead grows to 6. Will we get a timeout here from John Spera? Yes, we will.
This is the guy that's not going to be getting runs on us guys, huh?
Yeah,
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Not this guy.
Hey, a couple reminders. Area on number 1, 6 meters in deep, okay? Area 1, 6 meters in deep on that guy. Let's get our serve going. Let's put some pressure on him. We missed a bunch early. Let's get it going here with our serve. Sorry about that last one. That sucks. Okay, let's get back out there. And
We're better. We're better than this.
1, 2, 3.
I love the very last thing he said, Matt. Sorry about that, guys. That sucks.
Maybe it's sort of taking a responsibility himself.
Yeah, certainly a little bit, and you do like to see that from your leader and coach, saying that he's got to put that request in sooner. Can't hesitate like that, but he said also they've got to get their serves going. 4 service errors here in set number 1 already. They've got to find that rhythm from the inline.
All right, looks like we're ready to resume play. Luke Herr, who's going to play professionally in France this year. The good hard serve, but Jeski handles it well. Canada keeps it up. It's going to be a free ball. USA attacking, back row. Jeski gets it done off the deflection.
What a dig by Justin Louis on this first attack, but the Americans get a second chance, and this time it's Jeski on the big attack.
Interestingly, USA's leading scorer this week, TJ DeFalco, is on the bench. We'll see if he makes an appearance. And that goes block out. Schwartz gives Canada a 5-point lead back again.
Well, that's a big swing there for Canada. Schwartz in the only rotation that he attacks from the left side. There's a look at TJ DeFalco in the reserve section for his team, but Schwartz scoring off the big American block.
Here's Anderson, recycled by USA. Christensen, again Anderson, handled by Lepke. Middle attack McCarthy. Shoji's going to bump set this to Anderson. Lepke ready with the dig. Here's Marr, but Jeski's ready. Christensen sets it up, and Holt finishes that long rally.
What a pass from Jeski, well off the court. A perfect time to go quick in transition. The back one, wrist away was open for Max.
Some pretty high level volleyball being played here, Matt. Here comes Aaron Russell. Middle attack, shut down. Max Holt, front and center.
Strong left hand this time by number 12. Look at him stay down low and then explode up into the wrist away to shut it down.
Aaron Russell just celebrated his 32nd birthday a few days ago while we were in Ottawa. Herr sets it up for Marr, and Marr somehow gets it through Anderson and Holt. Not easily done.
Big swings coming on the left side for Canada. Let's see where this ball goes. Right through the hands of Matt Anderson that time.
Here's Finn McCarthy, as I mentioned, the only player on the floor for Canada who wasn't at the Olympic qualifying tournament last year. Boy, he's made an impact this year. Here's Jeski. That goes offhand. Schwartz is ready. Now McCarthy sets, and Marr with a clever little tip.
These are the plays that have gone against the United States all week so far. The out-of-system plays. You can see the defense isn't set, the blockers. Matt Anderson goes up, but the other 2 blockers stay down. A 5-point lead for the home side.
Oh, nice serve. That creates an overpass. McCarthy wants it himself. And then Marr pummels it. And that's 3 straight points for Stephen Marr.
Stephen Marr feeling it. Great service pressure from Canada. Let's see Marr here again going high off the inside hand of Matt Anderson that time.
So USA again wants to talk about it using their second timeout.
Hey. Listen, when he sing now, when he sing, First of all, strategy to this team, no mistake in service. 17%, good service, to Aaron all the time. When more strong service, leave in 5 meters. Easy service, good play for tempo all the time. This is the game. The service to Mar, all the time to Mar. I'm waiting. This is a good moment to this team. When he come back to our team to the side out, I'm blocking it.
Assistant coach for the United States, Javier Weber, former Argentinian legend setter, Olympian, telling his players, let's make our serve. 70% of our serves have to be in, and the service target is Stephen Maar. Let's see if the Americans can make the adjustments.
Finn McCarthy had a 35-point week in week 1 of the Volleyball Nations League. Really effective for Canada. Good serve for him. Here comes Jeski off hands, and that's a well-placed ball off the hands and fingertips.
Good work that time by the United States to get out of that situation. Pass well off the net against the triple block. Smart high swing at the hands that time from Jeski.
Max Holt ready to go. And he misses by a half a meter or so. Ball in the hands of Canadian opposite, Arthur Swartz. Jeski. Oh, Louis, what a dig! Maar with a hard tip, but it's handled by the U.S. And then it's blocked by Maar. He finishes it off after all.
What a play by the defense of Justin Louis. And then the finish by Stephen Maar. Diving save there, the one-handed stab. Smart play by Maar just to keep it alive. And then it's another block point. Number 2 for Canada.
Kyle Ensing into the game to replace Matt Anderson. Is that an ace? You betcha it is. That's a whole bucket of maple syrup of a bet. You bet a whole bucket, you'd have won it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that must be something you guys do up here north of the border, but a good serve nonetheless. Oh.
And a good chuckle there from Arthur Swartz.
I like that Coach John Spiros going to his bench early here. Get some fresh legs in. This game's not quite over, but the Americans just trying to get some momentum going on their side.
Kyle Ensing serving. He won a French national title this year. Doesn't miss by much on his serve, but does miss. The former Long Beach State 49er.
Thank you, Rob, a 2-time national champion and first-team All-American, Kyle Ensing.
And by the way, your color commentator for this game, Long Beach State alum, All-American, Matt Prosser. Here's Stephen Maar. And he steps on the end line. Oops. Well, he can be forgiven. He's made a lot of good plays. 7-point lead for Canada. Thomas Jeski. Play in Japan this year for the Panasonic Panthers. Lepke tries the tip, recycled by Canada. Maar sets. Lepke, though, it's over. An overset. Here's Ensing. Her was the coverage. Maar setting, that's better, but still not perfect, but somehow, oh, it's in, and it's point USA.
Yeah, nice throwdown here by Russell, but that set just a little bit too tight from Maar to Schwartz, maybe thinking that he was a front row player. But a much needed point for the American side.
13 serving 19. And Jeski creates an overpass on Maar's pass. Canada's going to get it back again. Lepke. And we got a whistle. We got a net violation on USA. Christensen looks like he clambered into it.
Now Canada's playing some solid volleyball. Here's a look at the net violation. Yeah, I'm actually going to blame that one on Taylor Averill for pushing his setter into the net on that block move.
That happens. Well, another of the Trinity Western University Spartans comes into the game. Brody Hofer, who's had a really nice impact this week and throughout the last couple of seasons as a serving substitute. That was handled well by Russell. Here's Ensing, and that was going to be a net touch on Canada one way or the other.
Kyle Ensing scoring his first point of the week on this swing. This changes up the angles a little bit. Kyle Ensing, 6'8", very physical.
We didn't get a chance to talk about that Justin Louis dig about 2 or 3 minutes ago in the middle of that long rally. Wow.
Well, you know, Justin and Eric looking at each other through the net, the two former Stanford Cardinal liberos.
Here's Micah Maha. He's come into the game to serve and set if needed. Holt is dug. Good play by Swartz. Here's Jetski. That goes off. Louis! And all the best efforts by Canada. They can't keep it alive. And referee Walter Java is hearing it from the U.S. players. Beg your pardon, Walter Vieira.
Well, they're asking for a lift on that play right there from Lepke. But now Canada calling it
play
timeout.
our game. Now they start to serve better, okay? Again, directions in attack. Serve, pass, ready with net touch, okay? Same concept. And Jensen, we need defense outside of the block. Spots normal, ready that the balls will come, okay? Net touch now, middle and second.
Let's go, Canada.
Sounded to me like Canadian head coach Tuomas Samovo is just kind of going through the pre-game. These are the things we got to remember. These are the things that are come into play here.
Well, and also, you know, making the point that the Americans are serving better, so Canada's got to refocus on their serve reception as well.
And he doesn't miss by much, but the Canadians leave it alone, and it is out. This was the rotation that caused USA all kinds of difficulty last time around with Luke Herr serving, and you heard the Canadian coaches say, this is not the guy who's going to get on a roll against us. Nevertheless, he did. (21) serving 15. And Herr and Shoji gets it over. What a play by Eric Shoji. But Stephen Marr says, let's finish this. Bang!
What a swing from Stephen Marr. I mean, you got to appreciate the effort. First, it's Ensing going into the front row. Then it's Shoji sending it all the way back. But what a finish here from Marr. Absolutely pummeling that ball.
22-15. That was a huge point. Both teams showing everything they have. Eric Shoji's getting a little medical attention on his finger. I don't think he's too worried about it, but he doesn't want to be, well, spewing any of the red stuff around, so he gets that finger taped up. Let's see if number 2 serves it at number 22. Nope, goes at Jeski, overpass, another chance for Canada. But the block, a solo block from Russell is a thing of beauty.
What a move by Aaron Russell. Hope we get a look at it on the replay. I think he did a great job. Watch his quick little shuffle step and then just gets his hand straight over. Doesn't dive back in, straight over to shut it down for that block point.
There's Christensen.
Go big, go big.
And that's It's going to drop on the USA side, and Canada inching towards an opening set win. Eric Lepke working on a three-point game here. Canada spread the scoring around pretty good. Christensen back set, Russell, good dig from Lepke. So Louis going to set it for Marr. And at that tricky angle, he scores again, and Canada's got set point.
Canada playing some very good volleyball right now. Solid defense by middle back. Then the out-of-system swinging is what's impressing me the most right now for the Canadian side.
I'll tell you what's impressing me, Matt, is the crowd here. 7,000 or so. We haven't got the official yet, but wow. Here's Ensing. Nice overhand dig from Marr. Lepke with the old windmill left-hand swing. Here's Russell. Can he finish? No! Because Canada finishes with Marr again, and they win the opening set 25-16.
Well, statement has been made by the Canadian team. That was an impressive opening set, Rob. This is how it finished. Another high ball set to the right side, the triple block. It was all Stephen Marr shutting down Aaron Russell on this one. But we saw the Canadian block be very strong in their opening match. They won.
Canada sticking with what worked. They're going to have the man serving who had a nice little serving run or two in that opening set. Luke Kerr, the 29-year-old setter out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And he doesn't miss by much, but if you're a Canadian fan, you hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Wow. Okay.
Ooh. Missed by one Maple Leaf.
Turned on its edge. Here's Christensen. Marr reaches to take that, and Swartz just beautifully off the arms of the blocker, who happened to be Christensen.
Another in-system perfect pass. Christensen a little bit late. Short takes advantage of that open line. He's having quite a match. 3 points already for him.
Well, Christensen's not small, but he is 5 inches shorter than Swartz. Averill, wow, tricky little play by the U.S. Just like a chicken ring swing.
Nice arm control right there. Taylor Averill scoring. Averill scoring his first point of the match, coming in set number 2. That's some shoulder mobility to get on that one.
There is Taylor Averill, the 32-year-old out of San Jose, California. Former University of Hawaii Rainbow Warrior. Here's Marr's swing, but he takes something off it. Great dig by Ensing. Russell out. Is there a touch? No. Point Canada.
Looking for hands on that swing. Missing.
Finn McCarthy, he was the best middle blocker in the Czech Extra Liga this past year, and he's really made his presence felt on Team Canada. Hard serve at the backup libero, who is out there for USA, I think, for the first time all week. And that is Kyle D'Agostino. Another point won by Canada.
Yeah, Kyle D'Agostino had a great career also at Stanford. I don't know what Coach John Costy's doing up there in Northern California, but really putting out some world-class liberos.
I guess so. See if McCarthy goes back at D'Agostino. Oh, Lepke from his butt gets it over with the help of Marr. Here comes the attack. Lepke again with the dig. Swartz! Oh, he didn't want to take out the guy in the front row.
They make you sign a waiver before you sit down in that front row.
Either play for us or get out of the way.
But what a play here from Lepke's backside. Just keeps the ball alive. And the big attack, scoring that time. Schwartz just running out of real estate.
Love that. Louis ready for that. Canada recycles again. Here's Lepke, takes it, hammers it, kept alive USA. And Aaron Russell with a clever little touch on that one.
That's the second or third time we've seen Russell go for the off-speed shot that has worked. There's D'Agostino making a big effort. And then that ball dropping right in front of Louis' defense.
The serve goes at Lepke. Here's Marr, tight set, but he hits it. Recycled by Canada. Marr again, a little more room. That's all he needed.
One-on-one for Marr. Sees the angle wide open and crushes it for the point.
Here's Arthur Schwartz. So Schwartz has nicely transitioned from a middle blocker to an outside hitter. He and the two other Canadians, Lepke and Marr, played on Eurovolley Monza this year, got all the way to the Scudetto final in the Italian league. They're all going to play for different teams in that league this year. Here comes Schwartz. Oh, what a dig by the U.S. Schwartz is there again. Bump set from her. Marr finds an opening.
Great vision from Stephen Marr. This is the risk of going with three blockers. That third blocker coming across, who will usually cover that part of the court if he stayed back. Watch Jeske come across, leaving that spot wide open for Marr to attack.
5-5, set two. Marr misses by a little bit. Got the green light to go for it. Hold. Sends it at Lepke. Nice dig from Russell. Christensen's got time to set it up for Jeske. The pancake dig from Schwartz. Lepke hammers it. It just avoids the lights. And Micah Christensen. Crowd loves it.
Applauding the effort for sure. Quite the rundown, but what about this pancake save right there from Schwartz in the back row? Holt gets the dig. Jeske chases it down, but Micah just ran out of space that time.
Pearson Nishenko serving. And that is hammered by Jeske. A nice point won by the U.S. as they inch back out front again. Wow. Came in as a substitute. Kyle Ensing gets another ace.
That's why you make adjustments in the match, Rob. Kyle Ensing fresh with the serving. Comes in. That's their first service ace for the United States.
Could have sworn he had one already, but you're right. That is his first. That is their first. He was trying to correct me there and get a second one, and then he just missed it. Best setter at the Norsika Championships last year was Luke Kerr. He's serving now. And he too misses, so Canada giving it right back. Jeske. Middle attack from McCarthy rattles off the hands of the blockers.
Canada hasn't gone quick very much in this second set, but Nice time to do it there.
All right, let's see what Eric Lepke's got here in the gas tank. Hammers it at Jetski. Here's Ensing, too hot to handle off the block and off the receiver. For the digger.
Well, perfect pass. You see McCarthy commit on the middle, leaving Marr one-on-one. Good position by him. But Ensing able to find a way past him.
There's Taylor Averill. You had a great interview with him last night, Matt, after USA's win over Serbia. And he talked about the Daddy Averill signs in the crowd. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad we were able to get some clarification. If I actually saw a Daddy Pajek sign as well going on for Team Slovenia, so seems to be something similar.
Oh, nice. Christensen calls his own number at the exact right moment.
It's 2 points for Micah Christensen at the net. This time going with the left hand, but a little more traditional. We saw him swing aggressively, but that time throwing it down.
Well, Eschenko kind of read it, but just didn't quite get it timed right. Here's Marr, and that goes off the left arm of D'Agostino.
Marr continuing to do what he does best from the left side in that 0-2 position. Swinging aggressively cross court.
Holt's going to take this, and it's going to be a double touch on Max Holt.
I think these are the plays that we're seeing from the United States that just shows, you know, still a little rust on the engine. And Holt, Jeske running into each other on a second contact.
D'Agostino, perfect pass. And that's what it leads to. And they go right back to Holt, get his confidence back up.
Obviously a better play here. Christensen opting for the quick set. Good wrist away. Max Holt, another veteran on this squad, going to his swing through the middle.
Here's Russell. That's a really good serve, but Lepke's got it. Here's Marr. Jeske with a one-hand dig. Ensing, dug by her, so someone's got to set it. It's Lepke. Marr, blocked. Marr again. And drops in. Canada's coverage was a split second late.
A great close by Jeske this time. Working hard to be that third blocker and then just swatting the roll shot back.
Well, great entertainment on a Saturday afternoon for all these fans here in Ottawa. Here's Russell's serve. Marr gets stopped, but it's recycled. So now he sets it up for Schwartz. Does he catch the line? No, it's out. Timeout call Canada. They're now down by 3.
Okay, guys, next ball. Few tactical things, so it's always that they come back to the game. Rotation 1, what do they play? And we stay in the spots that we need to stay. Every time we need to cover the balls. If it's high ball, you hit the corner as opposite on high ball. Nothing else. This side out, passing. Let's go.
I like it. Just focus on the next ball, but be smart with your attack lines. Go to the corners, the inline, hit the perimeter of the court. Don't aim down into the block. Stay high at the hands and the perimeter of the sidelines.
I love it when coaches have hard and fast rules. This is what we do in this situation. This is what we do. Once in a while, when it breaks down, yeah, maybe you can ad-lib, but you have the hard and fast rules that you generally go by. Here's Russell. Lepke reaches to make the pass. And then Schwartz, does he get this one? He does.
Always nice to see your athletes listen to what you say during those timeouts. Right into the corner from the opposite attacker.
All right, here comes Brett Walsh into the game. This is going to be a double switch. So Walsh will be setting. And it'll be Xander Kaczynski playing opposite. Walsh gets some last-minute instructions from Canadian head coach Tuomas Samovo. 12 serving 14. Here's Stephen Marr. And Aaron Russell started and finished that play.
The United States hasn't been in system a lot in this match quite yet, but when they are, their offense looks very good, especially Aaron Russell coming out of the back row like that on the big attack.
Here comes the big man out of Cincinnati, Max Holt. And Kaczynski is shut down. Was that Ensing who slapped it home?
I think it was, Rob. Good catch. Let's see here on the replay. Great serve from Max. Yeah, look at that two-handed throwdown from Kyle Ensing.
Celeb. Celebrations all around. Max Holt will beat himself up for 2 seconds and then he'll try to shake it off. Kyle D'Agostino back in at libero when Holt comes off. D'Agostino was the captain for USA in week 1 when they brought kind of a second, I hate to say B team because they're all really good professional players. Here's Jeske, and it's sent cross court.
So that's a really great swing by Thomas Jeske, but it's also a great set. It's inside. It gives him angles to hit against this triple block. He opts to go high off the hands to the corner, but it allows him to approach, jump up, and go up and attack that ball smartly.
Canada wants to win this set, and they should start their comeback right about now. Here comes Kyle Ensing's serve, the 27-year-old out of Valencia, California. Walsh sets it up for Lepke, off hands. USA's got a chance to attack. Through the middle, almost a foot save from Marr.
The deflection off the American block really set this play up. Keeps them in system. Great pass from Jeske, and then Averill through the middle. There's the sign. The Daddy Averill sign is back.
One thing what is important, when we want to recycle, jump full and recycle with 1-6. It's more difficult to recycle from when we hit on 5. 1-6 if we want to recycle. Okay. Directions on service, medium serves, attack the ball. Tough serves, we keep it in 3 meters. We go to cover. Come on, guys.
Let's go. 1, 2, get it.
Interesting there, speaking with Marr and Lepke to start about where to aim their attack to try to get the recycle off the block, and then focusing on serve reception. On a medium serve, it's got to be inside the 3-meter line. On a harder serve, just up into the court.
Matt Prosser, as you alluded to earlier, this has set a North American, we understand, VNL record for attendance. 7,042 fans to watch this battle between North American rivals. And Kaczynski drills that one off the hands of the blocker, and it drops down at the feet of the Americans.
Yeah, great environment here at TD Place Arena on a Saturday afternoon. Averill just not able to get his hands over the net that time.
Xander Kaczynski to serve. Played professionally at Lüneburg in the German Bundesliga. Nice pass from D'Agostino, and that leads to an Averill attack, and it's beautiful.
Well, that was a little something extra on that one. Great pass from D'Agostino. Christensen knows who's hot right now.
Love that set.
Taylor Averill.
Love that set. So good. Here's Thomas Jeske. Pride of Wheaton, Illinois. Marr, that's going to be an overpass. And an ace for Jeske, nicely done.
Wondering if Marr meant to pass this ball. I thought it was going to be out. Passed that one pretty high off the platform.
Oh, Marr to be forgiven on that one. It took a last-second carom off the net.
Back-to-back ace serves for Thomas Jeske, this time getting a little help from the net.
Seems like a pretty good idea as Marr comes out of the game. In comes Captain Nick Hogue. Partly for passing reasons, I think, partly also to get Marr kind of reset for set 3.
Well, Canada has no timeouts remaining, so one way to slow down the momentum that the Americans have built up here.
Here's Jeske, the home crowd trying to help. Does he hit this one? No, he just misses it, but it was worth the effort and good serving run for Jeske. Well, you could just guess here that Eric Lepke's going to be absolutely gunning and try to get on a roll. And that might happen.
Well, Canada has to be aggressive from the inline. They need a spark. Lepke has the green light to go for it. That time the toss just a little too low for his serve.
Now we know Hawaii is a popular place for volleyball, beach and otherwise, and Micah Ma hails from that U.S. state, misses on that serve. He just came into the game to serve, and he'll go back out and rest.
Fun facts about this USA team: both setters' first names are Micah,
yep,
and both setters are from Hawaii. As is libero Eric Shoji. We can't forget about him.
Right, of course. As are a lot of other beach volleyball players over the decades. Of course, the Rainbow Warriors, really good program. And that's going to drop in, and everything is coming up roses for USA right now. That was Ensing.
Ensing doing a nice job here to change up the power. That's set a little bit inside, but he changes it back to the line and perfectly placed in front of the middle blocker, McCarthy.
McCarthy now getting a bit of a lesson from head coach Somerville. Middle attack, Pearson-Ashenko gets back on the scoreboard. All right, Arthur Swartz now wants to challenge the U.S. with a good serve. So Canada catching up in the service faults department, by the way. Kerr sets up Hogue. D'Agostino with a nice dig. Christensen, back row attack, sets it up for Averill, or at least Russell rather, and he misses long.
Fortunately for the Americans, they're up by a couple of points, so this miss on the swing isn't that big of a deal, but a great touch off the block to lead to that counterattack.
So Stephen Marr is going to come back in to do some serving here for Canada. The last two who have tried to kill it ended up in the net. That's a really good serve, creates an overpass, and here comes Marr with a rocket launch. Get a 5-minute rest, and he's ready to rock and roll.
Well, you knew that you were going to see a big serve from Marr. What a swing right into the seam, gets the overpass. He starts the rally, and then he finishes the rally out of the back row.
Did you step? We're doing a great job. story of this set was how good of a job we did about serving, targets, and scoring on medium pass opportunities. We got a bunch of medium pass opportunities. Keep doing that as we side out here and we move into the next set.
What we do? 1, 2, 3. USA.
I'm not sure if I've ever seen John Speraw, the head coach of USA, frazzled.
Well, very calm, cool, and collective is Coach John Speraw. It's just sort of his personality. I think the players can appreciate it and follow that leadership.
Oh, Marr steps on the end line. Ouch.
That's his second foot fault of the match, and comes to close out set number 2.
USA with an impressive second set victory, and the match is all tied. It was 25-19.
The team responds. Now, back and forth we go, and I like the messaging from both coaches there. They kind of said the same things, but just in different strategies or different messages. They've got to serve consistently. They've got to serve, receive consistently. They've got to pass the ball a little bit better to stay in system. Let's see what happens here in set number 3.
The voice of Matt Prosser. My name is Rob Snook. Of course, you just saw Claire Hanna. We're glad to be your broadcast team here on VPTV. And here comes Jeski, and we're underway in the third set. We're all deadlocked at 1. And Arthur Swartz bringing the heat to start the third set.
Well, I like Canada starting in rotation 1. We've got 3 hitters across the front row. Scoring that first point from the left side.
Only time Arthur Swartz gets to attack from that side. And there's an ace, a tricky little spinner from Lepke.
Aaron Russell kind of went down a little awkwardly. Watch this float serve tail away to the sideline. That ball was going to be well out of bounds. I think Aaron Russell realized it too after he made contact.
What does Lepke do now? Heat or no heat? Not so much heat. Here's Russell down the line. No, he misses it. And there is no touch, and there is no challenge imminent.
Well, coaches are not allowed to challenge in-out anymore, thanks to the technology on court.
Sorry, I was alluding to whether there was a block touch or not. But you are right, Matt. We're in 2024. No more challenging those in and out calls because we have technology. So Canada gives that one back. There is Taylor Averill, who's got lots of fans in the crowd bearing placards. Louis with a good pass. Middle attack. MacArthur.
Good play here from Canada. MacArthur, watch his route and watch where he takes off from when he jumps. He'll drift away past the fully committed block of Max Holt to score with a crossbody winner.
MacArthur had 11 points in Canada's win over Cuba. Starting to put up some numbers again here today. Oh, good serve. But a better side-out opportunity taken by the U.S.
Well, Max getting a little revenge that time. Let's see how this one gets through. Just goes straight up. It's another commit block right in front of him, but Max just goes strong at area 6.
USA's setter, Christensen, floats it at Marr, has trouble. This is going to be a no, it's not. Marr tries to convert it into something, but it's point USA.
The Americans can take a big exhale on that one. A little lucky to escape with this point. Here Russell wasn't quite sure how to handle that first ball.
Here comes the 31-year-old from Honolulu, Christensen. Nice dig from Russell. He's going to get a swing. And he drills it off the arms of the blockers. Nicely done.
Let's see how this block forms. You can see Schwartz just going up high. Ball goes off the block and into the antenna.
Nice little service run here from Christensen. Middle attack, and Ashenko.
Watch Luke Kerr here. He's a back row setter. Has to go all the way up to get it. But that ball just set too high. Goes over the block and down. Nice off-speed shot.
Schwartz. And he clanks it into the net. Got a couple of those tonight. Russell. And he's got an ace. Louis diving to his right, and he can't come up with it.
You love to see this from Aaron Russell. He got aced earlier. This time challenging Louis to his sideline and winning.
Mar just takes something off and sneaks it over the block and under the coverage.
Back to the well goes Stephen Marr. The second time this shot has worked for him. Roll shot over the triple block.
The claw. Pulled out the claw on that one. Good serve, but D'Agostino comes up with it. And Louis, what an athletic play. Lepke with the old wild swing, tries to skyhook it. What a scramble this is. Lepke blocked, Louis covers. And Schwartz finally finishes. And the biggest celebration in the house was Tomas Somerville.
How about this effort by Louis there? But then the roundhouse swing from Lepke. And it's Schwartz who finishes down the line seam one-on-one against Jeske.
Canada has wrestled the lead back again here. Comes Stephen Marr. D'Agostino does well with it. And really nicely handled by Jeske. Tied at a set apiece. Here's Holt. And he misses that end line. A good leave by the Canadians.
Service error number 14 for the American side on the match. Canada not far behind with 11.
Pearson Ashenko, best middle blocker in the German Bundesliga a few years back. Playing in Portugal. And that is hit with no touch. Jeske says, no, nobody else got it. That was my fault.
Well, Jeske wants that one back. I think Christensen does too, because Averill had a wide open net to swing at.
Oh, yes! Ashenko with the ace.
Let's see how close this one is. Back half of the line.
Wow. That's why we have that beautiful technology. Pearson Ashenko has Canada up 10-7. USA needs a timeout.
Hey, we're all right, boys. We're going to pass this ball. We're good.
Absolutely. And when we're getting out there, when you're hitting targets, even if you get the seam with the libero, there's opportunities there, okay? So just, no, he's not. So just keep stroking this ball from the service line, okay? Let's get better there. All right, that's it. Yeah, that's a big one.
1, 2, 3. USA.
Well, you heard Spura still focusing on, we've got to get our serves in. And when it's in, let's focus on the seams between the passers. Doesn't have to be 100% speed. He said stroke it in, get that ball in play, put it on the passers, but make them work for it in the seams.
And then I love the way he just said, and that's it. I got nothing else I want to say to you. That's it. You don't have to do any cartwheels. You just lay that up to our stadium announcer, Bianca Molnar. And Dashenko trying to go cross court, and USA does well to leave that one alone. Kyle Ensing. Good pass from Marr. Good swing from Swartz. Everything worked for Canada on that play.
Just a clean swing here through the American block. Let's watch where Jeske goes. Well, nearly closed it out, but that's just a great swing.
Here's Luke Kerr. Off the top of the net. Jeske's might get a swing here. He does. Kerr with a scoop, and it's going to drop on the Canadian side. Eric Jeske leads the USA attack with 12 points. He's coming up that 19-point game against Serbia last night. Less than 24 hours turnaround for the U.S. Here's Jeske. Handled well by Louis. Here's Marr. And it's just too hot to handle.
The Americans have to figure out how to stop Stephen Marr. Whether the front row or the back row, Marr leading all scorers now. A weapon of choice for Canada.
Comes Eric Lepke. D'Agostino, again, he's really passing the ball well. Canada gets under it with Lepke. Louis gonna set this for Marr. Picked up by Ensing. Christensen sets it for Ensing. And Louis can't direct it in the right direction.
Interesting little play there through that rally. Both sides staying on that half of the court. What a one-handed save there by Kyle Ensing. Just like Spara said, can play defense and then transition it. He's the only hitter really available. And that play goes down the line at Louis and scores.
10 serving, 12 with Taylor Averill. Really good downward motion on that. And McCarthy shut down by Max Holt. Big middle blocker play there.
Love to see the patience by Max Holt on this. Watches the set come out of the hands, sees McCarthy coming straight at him. He didn't even have to move, just get your hands up and over the net.
The pass from Marr. He's blocked. He's going to swing again. He's dug. Here's Russell. Another chance for Canada. And McCarthy with the rocket.
A lot of action through the middle here from both teams. But it's that swing right there. Back to area one at Ensing to score for McCarthy.
That was a really important point, I think, for Canada. USA seemed to be getting the better of them the last few points. Service error by Canada leads to a one-point game again. Here's Christensen. This has been a good rotation for USA. They do well to dig that one. Here's Russell. And that's going to go off Lepke, and he wants it back again.
Big point for the United States right there, trying to fight their way back into this one. Ensing showing he can set out to Russell and against the triple block. Finds the open court for the point. Now a Canada timeout.
This ball, straight forward, everywhere you want. This ball. In transition, all shooting distance. Okay, high seams, guys. block defense. All the time I want to see discipline. Okay. Good body language. Guys, we play the game, huh? Play the game. This is important. After rallies, won rallies, lost rallies.
Let's go, boys.
I like how he refocuses his team on the moment of this set. This is an important moment in this set, not the whole match, but just right now. Tied up at 13 all. Second half of set number 3. Canada's got to refocus, come together, and just worry about right now the next play.
Back with USA's setter Christensen at the end line. Again, that target has been Marr and will continue to be. There's a chance for the Americans to attack. And saying yes.
Nicely done out of the timeout. Starts with the serve going line to line. Then the deflection on the block results to an in-system play. Ensing going cross-court to area 1 for the winner.
Substitution Canada. Xander Kinczynski comes in to replace Arthur Swartz at opposite. Here's Marr, and this time there's no messing around.
Good strong side out this time by Stephen Marr. Just goes back to the basics. Pass first and swing on that. Nice set through the seam.
Kinczynski hits it high, but still hits the net. Goes to shake it off. Aaron Russell working on an 8-point game, including an ace. And a middle attack from Schenko.
Schenko will score the point, but you've got to give credit to Stephen Marr. Watch this pass. Right on the money. And Schenko up high to score.
Got a spike touch of 3.63 meters. Marr with a good serve. Here's Jeske, and he just tools it off the fingertips somehow.
Well, it's the speed of this set from Christensen that allows Jeske to go up high off that right hand of Luke Herr.
Of course, they are targeting the setter if they can. Any and all opportunities. Here's Holt. Marr pretty much knows he's getting them all, so he's kind of leaning forward, and that works out for Canada. Kinczynski.
Well, you heard it earlier that Marr is the serving target, but he's passing the ball pretty well at the moment for Canada. Another swing through that seam in the block.
He is, but it kind of takes him out of the chance of a back row attack because he's basically sprawled out every time. And USA utilizing the back row attack with Aaron Russell.
Just both teams throwing haymakers on the swings. Big aggressive cuts at the ball. Aaron Russell on the big attack.
There's Kyle Ensing. Voted best opposite in the NCAA at Long Beach State. Lepke, overhand dig from D'Agostino. Here's Jeske. That's another point USA. Off the block.
Another super fast play on the counter attack. Watch how fast this set gets out. Jeske knows it. He's there, keeping his approach in system, and beats that ball off the Canadian block.
Shoji and Jeffrey Jendrick leading the cheers on the sidelines. Xander Kinczynski thinks he's got a tip. Everybody on Canada wants a challenge. And And so USA is going to get a green card here for acknowledging that, yes, in fact, there was a touch. The end of the Volleyball Nations League season, the team with the most green cards will get a nice little financial windfall, I guess you could say. I don't know if that video would have shown it, but anyway. All right, here comes the serve from Canadian setter Luke Herr. At Russell. Averill with the attack. Mara's going to track this one down, bumps it up to the net for Lepke, tries the two-hander. D'Agostino sets it for Ensing, and that is out, and Canada says no touch, and the referee agrees, and we're all square.
Let's talk about the chicken wing dig from Luke Herr at right back before this swing. Ensing just missing the fingertips of that triple block.
Wow, no stopping Averill on that one.
Averill so physically aggressive on his approach. He gets up, swings so fast with that whip of an arm swing that he's developed during his professional seasons overseas. Played in Warsaw, Poland last year. A nice run.
Kaczynski uses the blockers that time. They target the American setter Christensen. Pretty solid volleyball being played here, Matt. Eric Lepke came into this match with 88 points. And 3 aces, and that's number 4 for Big E.
Nasty little serve. You could see him take a peek at where the Americans were lined up. Perfect placement there from Lepke.
His second ace of the match causes a timeout for USA.
One time, good sir. Watch that tape, huh? Right over. Remember the difference between the red and the D and how we're setting up defensively, right? Area 4. Okay. You're leading a little bit. Okay. Area 5. If it's a D, okay. Everybody got that? Okay. Come on now. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, side out. What we do? First ball. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Sparrod was talking about defensive placement of the back row players on a back row attack from Canada, the D set, or a front row attack where the red set would be called. He wants his defensive players to line up and shift over a little bit depending on where that set, if it's front row or back row.
Okay. And John Sparrod kind of taken out by Lepke there, but it's going to be point USA on the miss from number 80. Missed by a lot. All right, the backup setter, 27-year-old Micah Maha, comes in to serve for USA. Mar, yes. When the pass is that good, you pretty much guess that the attack's going to be good.
That's a great attack, and it's a clean attack as well through the block. Well, kind of up and over the block, actually.
All right, that substitution reversed. For USA, that is. Back on the bench. Kaczynski, or at least McCarthy, rather. And he's frustrated with himself. th service error for Canada. They have now surpassed USA. In fact, that was the 16th. It's just been updated. Lepke, back row, dig by Christensen. Here's Russell, jousted to the net. And almost rescued by Pearson Ashenko. You love the effort.
Well, the Americans had to get creative there. Aaron Russell at the net, dealing with some tight setting. Pushes this one into the block. With that contact touching the antenna. Point for the United States.
Samovo's seen enough. The Canadian coach calls a timeout.
Maybe a variation. Guys, hard solution, huh? Here we cover, huh? Take your time when you go to serve. Let's go!
Come on, boys. Hey, what team? Canada.
Well, we're watching the crowd's reaction. I was watching Nick Hogue coming out of the huddle, the Canadian captain. He kind of stayed and did some more coaching after talking to the players as they're heading back on the floor. And you love it when your captain's involved, even if he's not involved, if you get what I mean. USA's captain is Micah Christensen. He's got the ball in his hand, ready to serve. Floats it at Marr. Attacked by Ashenko, and it drops at the feet of the team in red from USA.
Ashenko has been good for Canada through the middle offensively. Not very many blocks for him so far, but up and available for her to hit. All set, and then he hits the ball through.
He's got 7 points. Xander Konchensky. He's had a couple of those. That'll be an area he'll want to tweak, I would imagine. USA looking for another point for set point. Canada looking for a side out to tie us yet again. Her middle, Ashenko, boom.
Perfect time to go quick. In the seam of the American block between Jeske and Holt. Scored on the previous play. Keep him going. Jeske's got his hands down. Actually a pretty decent read there. But Ashenko just goes up too high.
Guess who's at the service line? It's Stephen Marr. It's a good one, but it's passed by D'Agostino. Here's Jeske. Canada's keeping this ball up. Louis out of system, set up for Lepke. Whoa. Russell keeps it alive. Jeske sends it over. Canada with a good chance. Everybody available. Left hand, Lepke. Set point, Canada.
It was only a matter of time, Rob, before we saw this move from Lepke. Goes up, fakes the right-handed swing, and then tips that ball just past the block. Perfect timing.
Lefty Lepke. Canada serving for the set with Stephen Marr. Nice job by D'Agostino. Here's Jeske. Marr with the dig. Canada attacking for the set. No! USA comes back strong with the big block.
Shut it down, Max Holt. He said, I've seen enough of Stephen Marr getting this ball through. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder move. Ensing sets it up, and Holt shuts it down.
24-24. USA coming off the bench to serve is Garrett Wagatatia. Marr back roll, pipe attack. It's too strong, too hot, too good. Canada goes to its bench for a serving substitute in Brody Hofer. They have set point again. You can cut the tension with a knife in here. Overpass. Chance for Canada. Done! Stephen Marr. 2-1. Canada leads in this North American battle. Nice job by Brody Ho for coming off the bench. His serve creates this overpass, Matt.
Yeah, it does. Does his job perfectly. The overpass, and really a no-brainer for Luke Herr. Set the hot hand of Stephen Marr. He's on fire, crushing that big attack once again, and Canada now taking a 2-1 lead in this match.
Well, the other day,
job's definitely not done for Canada. They know that they're going to get the best from the United States right now, as this match has gone back and forth the entire way. Expect nothing different here in set number 4.
All right, here we go. Canada leads it 2-1. Here's Eric Lepke to serve. D'Agostino takes it and gets out of the way. Here's Jetski off hands. Swept at by Herr. Marr knows he doesn't have much, so he just sends it over. Here's Ensing. Konchensky takes it. Herr has to fight to get out of the way and get around his man, and then he sends it to Konchensky, who somehow finishes, or at least McCarthy does.
Yeah, perfect time to go quick. As rallies get longer, if the pass is there, try for that quick point through the middle.
Well, in Canadian terms, Matt, we call hockey arenas barns. So your barn, how you doing in your barn? We play well in our barn. And so this is a hockey arena. It's kind of a barn, and this is a barn burner is what it is. Two teams equally, and it's a net violation on USA. And Canada's lead grows early in set number 4.
It's unfortunate there for Kyle Ensing. Just momentum on that approach carried him into the net. Not many options he had on this one. Barely touched it too.
Canadians save that one. No, they don't. And a net touch, I think, called on Canada because they thought they had rescued this ball. Walter Vera, the first referee in this match, and then there was no argument from Somerville once he realized what the call was. Here's Max Holt. Good serve, but it's at Marr, and he handles it well. McCarthy is dug. Lepke's going to set, out of system for Marr. Jousted the net. Christensen had some trouble getting loose, and somehow Jeske saves the day.
Well, Christensen had some trouble because he ran into Taylor Averill, who was screening him after the cover, but a great swing there from Jeske on the left side. Every swing, you can tell on the faces how important every point is.
He threaded the needle on that, didn't Jeske? So service error number 14 for USA. Canada's had 17. Finn McCarthy, 24-year-old middle blocker at British Columbia. Lake Country, to be specific. Here's Ensing. Oh, look at that. Somehow he gets it through that triple block.
Just a big, strong swing. I think he just powers that one through Ashenko. There's nothing else he could have done. That was a well-formed block. Ensing just showing his strength on that swing.
We heard his coach give him praise earlier, saying he can play all aspects of the game. He's trying to gun for the corner. Doesn't miss by much, does number 5. Konchensky, 24-year-old opposite. He's got a 3-meter-70 spike touch. And he gets the ace! He says, let me hear it, folks.
He knew it as soon as he hit it, too. He was looking around, waiting for everyone to cheer for it. Look at the placement, though, perfectly in the seam between Russell and Jeske.
Another good one, but Russell's got it. Christensen's got to run a bit to get it. Jeske. Oh, Lepke with a great dig, but it's an overset. And Herr might have helped his own cause with the block. They'll come again from the back and get it done from Russell.
Watch this one-handed save by Lepke. But the finish from Russell. One-on-one, finds it back to area one for the winner.
And I think this is a great demonstration of how if big swingers like Marr and Lepke, you think, oh, they hit the ball, but they have to play defense as well. And that's how you stay in the game. Here's Marr. And he plays offense pretty well as well.
Marr came to play. 18 points for the 29-year-old.
Somehow he's isn't listed with any aces, which I'm quite sure he had one, did he not? Late on, just a good service pressure late in that set. Here's Russell. Louis picks up that first one. Herr and Marr, 19 points for number 7.
Americans cannot figure out how to stop Stephen Marr. Canada just keeps going to him, relying on the outside hitter.
Matt, the other day, Namir from the Netherlands had an incredible 38-point game, and I messaged you on the sidelines and said, got any information from down there? And you messaged me back and said, yeah, the other team's trying to figure out how to stop Namir. That's about the only information worth talking about.
Well,
and this is what is plaguing the U.S. How to stop number 7, Stephen Marr.
All right, weather a little bit here. We know you come back. Hey, remember when you're talking about, he's in the back row right now, but when you're talking about Marr, remember this ball comes in here quite a bit. Middles, you got to stop short. Make sure you're over, you're trying to chase, you're going by it a little bit, okay? All right, yeah, we got the next one. Okay, hey, go back, listen, go back, pick your target on serving, be great from the end line here, okay? Give ourselves some good opportunity.
1, 2, 3, USA.
good messaging, you know, hits on 2 points, doesn't overload the players with, you know, tons of info. Talks about where he wants the blockers to be on Marr's attacking specifically, but then also going back and just being aggressive with their serve and be good with it.
Stephen Marr takes the ball, walks back a certain number of strides, goes through the same routine every time. And here he goes. D'Agostino does really well to handle that, and that allows his teammates to get the point.
Yeah, that was a massively important point for the United States. A big serve from Marr, and D'Agostino handles it. And it's Averill who finishes it.
Here's Averill. USA fighting back here, but in this case it's going to be Canada's hard-fought point. Here's Pearson-Ashenko. Got the call at middle blocker. He's stayed in the game because he's played well, and he gets an ace! His second ace of the match for number 1.
It's a little home court advantage. Trickler off that serve. Who set that net up?
He comes from ski country in Banff, Alberta. I don't know if it's home court advantage for Pearson-Ashenko. Suddenly they raised it on him, Matt, clearly. between one serve and the next, somebody went with that little crank and cranked it up. From ski country to Hawaii. Here's Christensen. Here's Lepke from the middle of Canada in Manitoba, and he gets one for the home side. We're all over the map, Matt.
Yeah, we're, bi-coastal, central.
That's right.
Mountains and beaches.
11-6, Canada leads. 11-7, Canada leads. We'll change the graphic. USA will try to change the script. Mogatitia. 2021 Tokyo Olympian. Former UCLA Bruin. Lepke gets it done again.
Well, the American defense having a hard time getting some digs, but some holes in the block there. You see Max Holt a little late on arrival.
And you knew from the moment Lepke contacted that one, it was not going over.
Well, the serving pressure from Canada keeps letting the United States off the hook. But they've got to find some points there, well, now for themselves, for the U.S.
Canada leads in aces, 8-4. USA leads in block points, 7-4. Kenchensky with a rocket launch from the opposite position.
The confidence of the Canadian attackers is just continuing to rise. Marr, now Kaczynski from the right side scoring.
Well, kind of a luxury for Canadian team that they can go to a backup when, maybe Swartz isn't having such a great game. Service errors?
Service errors are giving the Americans chances, but they've got to be able to produce their own break points now, especially at this phase of set number 4. Down by 4 points, it's 13-9. They've got to find a way to score some real points.
Here is Ensing. The crowd doesn't want him to succeed. His team does. Marr blocked. Recycled Canada. Marr off hands. No recycling that one for USA.
Smart swing once again by Stephen Marr.
Xander Kenchensky. Perfect pass from Ensing. Jetski, that's Doug. Kenchensky, can he get there? Yes. Free ball chance, USA. High ball. Christensen finds Ensing. Kept up by Canada. They attack again. Kenchensky, chicken wing dig. Kept alive. USA complaining. They want a challenge here. And the challenge here is that a back row player touched the ball over the net. Matt?
No, USA on top of the Canadian rotation realized that the attack came over from a back row player in front of the 3-meter line. So it's a back row attack, not this swing, it's this one here. Kaczynski knows it too. He attacked that ball. The Americans caught it, and the official got the call right.
Yeah, when you get the play, it's to be such a mad scramble. Good catch by the Americans. So if he's standing on his feet, that's okay. But he's jumping.
They still have to go through the challenge protocol for this because it is the Americans initially asking for an attack line fault video challenge because that's what happened in that play. So they've got to go through the protocol. They've got to do the video challenge.
And get the right one.
And get the right call onto the books. Micah Christensen's like, well, why are we not playing? The referees missed the call, but the USA is asking for the challenge.
So it's not the original attack from Kaczynski. He was perfectly fine there. It was the subsequent.
Correct.
And again, it's because he's
a back row player in rotation, and he was in front of the 3-meter line and attacked the ball above the top of the net.
Right. He bumps that ball
over. If he had
over,
free-balled it over, or set it over below the top of the net,
no worries.
This is not the right swing that they want to see. So still some confusion here down on the court.
The referee saying, hey, we're going to get this right. Walter Vera, first referee.
Show the fair image.
I don't even think the Canadians would be arguing this anymore at this point.
They're not. They're not arguing it, but again, the officials have to go through the appropriate challenge protocols with our challenge referee,
who's standing about 20 meters away from us, by the way, sitting, looking at the video. So they just have to show the right portion of video to get this right.
What might be the issue of what taking so long is that the camera is not focused on that part of the court. It's focused on the 3-meter line itself, and Kaczynski was so far in front of it, he was basically at the net.
Right.
They don't have video of that. And I think what we're seeing now is that the officials have stepped in and said, here it is, right? Clearly he's above the net in front of the 3-meter line, point for the United States.
He kind of put his hands on his face, and then he realized, hey, maybe I'm going to get away with this. And we're back underway. USA got the point. Louis almost rescued it. So now it's back-to-back points for USA, and all of a sudden it's only a 3-point Canadian lead.
Good rebound here. Nice block by Christensen. Goes up high. Positions his hands back to area 5 for that block point.
Jetski hammers it at Marr. Marr hammers it and misses, and there's no touch. Canada now wants a challenge on the block touch. And we hope that we'll get this done lickety-split. Except nobody on the U.S. is saying they touched it, so this could be interesting. Both coaches taking this opportunity, Matt, to do coaching mid-set or mid-break.
Well, it's an opportunity to talk to his players without using a timeout. Obviously, got to discuss some strategies, what they're trying to do, what they expect to see from their opponents. Get on the same page about a couple of things. Even if this challenge does go in favor of Canada, I like that none of the Americans have admitted to it, because they're slowing down the pace. They're taking the crowd out of it a little bit, so some gamesmanship, controlling the momentum, if you will, of this set.
This match began around 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, local time here in Ottawa, and we are at about 6:20. So, and we are a long way from over. The pinky of Averill does not touch the ball.
Millimeters.
That's right.
Millimeters.
That's right. All right. So 12 serving 14 here in the 4th set. Americans need to win the set to force us to a 5th, of course. So now it's back to a 3-point lead. TJ DeFalco, saw him on the bench there. Doesn't look like he's going to get tapped at any point today. He's wearing the long sleeve jacket. Stephen Marr creates an overpass. A chance for Canada. They make it 4 with the Schenko through the middle. He's money right now.
Yes, he is, Rob. Sure bet through the middle, especially on the counterattack. Nice move from Taylor, but a better swing from Mashenko.
All right, we talked a little bit about tactics during that break, so just keep thinking about those position changes, okay? Hey, remember, they're feeling good. We got to weather a bomb, and then right back at them here, okay? Yeah, right back at them.
Hey, go! Let's go, boys. 1, 2, 3. USA!
So 4-point lead here for Canada. USA looking for the quick side out and then turn the momentum the other direction. Did you hear anything from Coach Spra that was surprising?
Not so much. This is a big moment right now for Canada, especially with their guy Stephen Marr stepping up to the inline to serve. Americans need to side this one out.
Good job by USA on the pass. Canada blocks it. Another chance for the Americans. Louis, they got to play this. Jatsky finds a hole with a beautiful tip for number 17. Check that, 19. No, 17 was right.
You're right, Rob. You got it. Well placed there. Good vision from Jeske to see the opening. Louis just missing that one.
All right, so here's Averill. Try to turn the tide back for USA.
Oh.
And yeah, that didn't do it.
It just kind of sums up this entire match for the United States right there.
Here's Pearson Ashenko. Floats it at Jeske. Middle attack, really good from Max Holt. That gets USA back on serve.
Solid connection still there between Christensen and Holt. Tawny puts in a great pass. That angle, tough to stop.
All right, here comes the 31-year-old from Honolulu, Christensen. Kanchenski, that's a similar kind of swing we saw moments ago from Averill.
Well, Luke Kerr is in the front row. Good for him. He has not set Lepke very much recently. Marr's been on fire. Always something in front. It's back to him.
Goes back to Kanchenski, trying to get his confidence up. Maybe. Oh. And the blocking from McCarthy.
Well, it was an amazing dig from D'Agostino. Nearly hits the lights. But look at the left hand of McCarthy shutting it down. The crowd erupting with that block point.
Third block point of the match for McCarthy. Middle attack, Holt gets it done again. We got Max and Mac going head to head in the middle. Max wins that time. Wagatutia. Good hard serve at Louis. Here's the back row swing from Marr. Can't stop it if you can't see it.
I mean, Stephen Marr is basically unstoppable right now. Finds a way through the block of Max Holt. Now he goes into the front row.
Marr's got 22 points in the match. Here comes Eric Lepke. He's got 9 for Canada. Good dig from Louis. Kerr with the bump set from Marr. Christensen keeps it up. Holt sets. Jeske hits. Canada out of system. Lepke setting. Back set for Marr. Great dig from Jeske, but it's over. Another chance. Canada missing. Kanchenski. And it's back to a 2-point game.
Quality rally from both sides, big swings. Two recent errors, though, coming from Canada.
Micah Maha serves, misses, but not by much. Canadians leave it alone. McCarthy doesn't realize that he is being summoned and being replaced to serve by Brody Hofer. Just to show he's not upset, he gives him a big hug. Hofer's going to play at Taranto in Italy this year. Good serve, overpass. Canada a little discombobulated. Oh, what a save by D'Agostino. Here's Jeski. What a save by the Americans. Oh my.
The rundown from D'Agostino to keep this ball alive. There it is right there. Brings it back, and then a great swing here from Jeski. Smart attack that time for a massively important point for the Americans.
And the Canadians wait a couple minutes, make a substitution, and then call a timeout.
Great play, great play.
Aggressive in the ball, stop the line. Attack these teams, okay? Tight, confidence. Okay. Passing, variations, we cover the attacks. Okay. Make yourself playable in time.
All together, let's go. 1, 2, Canada.
I like how coach is kind of whispering to his players there. Doesn't want to talk too loudly because of the microphone, I think, in the huddle.
He knows.
Prior to the timeout, I saw him pull setter Luke Hur aside and give him some additional information on probably who he thinks Luke should be setting to close this one out. Let's see how they do after that timeout.
You're not suggesting that either team is watching our broadcast and listening to the mics of the players, are you?
I don't know.
All right, here's Kyle Ensing. He's made a really nice contribution as a substitute for USA. And that is a really nice contribution with an ace for Ensing, and it's a one-point game.
A rocket of an ace from Kyle Ensing. Wrist away, cross court, catches Marr to the left side. Huge service ace for Ensing.
Number 5, do it, or something similar again. Here he goes. One-point game here in the 4th. And he misses by inches.
Let's see how close this was. We call that a good miss, Rob. It was long, it was close. Canada thought about it.
Well, they thought about it all right. Here's Kaczynski. And he misses by inches on the other side. Gives it right back. So we're right back where we started from, except we're closer to 25 now. And in comes Arthur Swartz to take over his opposite position from Kaczynski. He can attack from the back row as well. Here is Jeski. Tension rises. Marr takes it off the net, and Marr takes it high off the fingertips.
What a performance by Stephen Marr. Passing nails, keeping his team in system. And Rob, I can't remember the last time the Americans blocked Stephen Marr.
Yeah, it's been a while. Canadians trying to win this game by serving aces. That's a miss. So we're at 22-21 here in this 4th set. USA playing with no setter right now. If that becomes a factor, David Smith in the front row, Mogatatia and Holt, Ensing and Jeski. So they'll sort out who sets if needed. They hope they don't need it. Here's Averill. Here's Schwartz. Oh my, comes off the bench after resting for an hour or so and hammers one.
It's a great pass from Lepke. Off this tough serve. Against the flow. Look at that line to swing at. Averill sits in there, nearly gets the dig. The Canadians can sense it now, just 2 points away.
Nick Hogue, the Canadian captain, has 4 aces this VNL season. He's from just across the river in Gatineau, Quebec. Long time member of this Canadian team, longer than anyone else. And he is ready to go. Handled by Jetski. Handled by Jetski. It's a 1-point game again.
What a response, though, from Thomas Jetski. A perfect pass. Gets it right back from Christensen. The big attack is open. It's been a battle between those two. Jetski now with 19 points and Marr with 23.
4 people have left the building, but there's still 7,038 in attendance. Here's Lepke. And it is match point Canada. This has been a trusty rotation for Canada coming up here after that Lepke swing to give his team match point. Crowd on its feet. Commentators on theirs. Good serve, good pass, big attack, not over yet. But still match point. Canada will try to win it on side out.
Love the aggressive swing here from Kyle Ensing. It was a good serve. Christensen had to move on the run forward, but another big aggressive swing this time from Ensing on the left.
Timeout Canada.
Guys, who is serving? We need to be active also on short serves, okay? Pass this ball, we are ready to cover. Hard solution here, we cover. If there's transition, okay, remember the directions, come on.
Good dude, Canada.
All right, the atmosphere is electric inside the TD Place Arena. My name is Rob Snook alongside Matt Prosser. Claire Hanna's going to track down a couple of the key players post-game. She's ready to go, but this might be a couple points away. It might be a whole set away. Who knows? USA to serve with Garrett Mogotutia. Marr has trouble. Canada with a chance. No, Doug. USA with a chance. And it is in, and we're tied at 24 in set number 4.
Garrett Mogotutia, welcome to the match. Finds the sideline in area 1 to push us into overtime, Rob.
Pressure mounting here, as if it couldn't get any higher. That was the first point of the match for Mogotutia. And he puts it into the net, gives Canada match point back again. All right, Eric Lepke does have a couple of aces. I'm just putting that out there. Here he goes, trying to end the match. D'Agostino, perfect pass. Jetski off of the block of Schwartz. We're tied at 25s.
And he silences the crowd from the left side.
Ish.
One-on-one.
Silences ish the crowd.
Goes right through the hands of Arthur Schwartz that time.
Here comes Max Holt. Good serve, but Canada's got it. Here's Marr. Marvelous. 24 points for that man, leading all scores.
It's a great serve. Louis took it so Marr could swing.
And now McCarthy. Canada match point again, number 3 for them. Jeski's blocked. D'Agostino sets it, and it's going to fall. We're tied again. What a save by the libero for USA, D'Agostino.
An amazing set, Rob. Look, he jumps from behind the 10-foot line, and then Jeski makes a smart choice to push that ball into the block and win it.
Well, you can see why they had Kyle D'Agostino as the captain in week 1. Without this big group, he's deserved to be in here. Here's Insing. Misses. Match point again, Canada. Now the big 2'9", 6'10" opposite out of York University. Here comes Arthur Swartz. D'Agostino dives to get it. Joust at the net. Canada has a chance. Lepke's going to set. Who's going to hit it? Canada's going to win it with Swartz. And they take this North American battle 3 sets to 1. 28-26 in the 4th. A huge win for Canada. And we tip our hats to all the fans in attendance, the 7,042. It was a great battle. And this time, the home team gets the edge. Who knows if they'll meet again in the VNL or if they'll meet again in Paris, but they're both going to be there.
Just a great performance from both sides. At times, they weren't their best, but they fought hard all the way through. What a finish to that match, going into overtime, 28-26 in set 4. Multiple match point opportunities for Canada, a couple set point opportunities for the U.S. This is how it finished. Swartz, who came back on late in set number 4, puts in a great serve, gets the Americans out of system. And then Lepke stepping into set. His teammate in Italy, his teammate in Canada, and he goes off the block for the win.
Well, Canada taps the bench and then goes back to the starter, Swartz. And Mar was going to set that. And then Lepke said, no, no, no. Back away. I'm going to take this. So many great plays at the end. USA did not want this to end. Wanted to force a 5th. Almost rescued by Mogatitia. Matt, this was a pleasure to call with you.
It really was, Rob. A little North American battle on the floor. You're from Canada. I'm from the United States. Tried to stay as neutral as possible.
We tried.